Apple's releasing new AirPods Ultra 2, so here's everything you should expect. Starting off with the chip, this thing's coming with a new S9 chip, which is basically like the new chip. So the Series 9 is also coming with the S9 chip, because like for the past couple generations, there has been a new chip, which means the chip that's inside of it right now on the Series 8 is like really outdated. This chip is going based off the A15 architecture that we see in the iPhone 13, so we can expect this phone to have a 5nm chipset, which is basically like how small the transistors are, which obviously leads to more energy efficiency. The AirPods Ultra 2 will have better battery life. As well as that, because it's a new S9 chip, we expect it to be a whole lot faster. Next is probably one of the most sketchier rumors, is that this thing is supposed to become a micro LED display. If you guys don't know what micro LED display is, it's basically like better than OLED, because the pixels are way smaller, it's way more energy efficiency, and can reach way better brightnesses, which is quite important for screen glare, because the AirPods Ultra is like the outdoor watch. The AirPods Series 9 is like the aesthetic indoor watch that people use to like just do random stuff, but AirPods Ultra is like an outdoor watch. So you want protection against screen glare, because screen glare is like really annoying. But people are kind of unsure whether or not this device is going to come with micro LED, because some people are saying that if this device launches in 2023, it's not going to have micro LED, instead of have OLED. And some people are saying if it launches in 2024, it will. And some people are saying it's not going to happen until 2025. And I think it's not going to happen until 2025, because they are supposed to be releasing an Apple Watch Series X, which is going to have like a pretty big performance leap over the Series 9. Because right now the Series 9 isn't so different from the Series 8. I think only there's like a new chip and a couple new watch bands. So I think we're not going to see micro LED display inside of the Apple Watch until like the Apple Watch Series 10. At the same time, Apple could kind of like market the Apple Watch Ultra 2 as like super energy efficient over the Ultra, by having a new S9 chip and a micro LED display, which would be really good for brand new, because then people will say, oh no, the Apple Watch Ultra, the base model or the Zero model, will be like way less energy efficient, so paying like the extra €200 will get you way more battery life. But that's probably one of the rougher rumors. I don't expect the Apple Watch Ultra to have micro LED to like 2025. In terms of size, this thing's also rumored to come with a 2.1 inch display, which is like quite big, because it's 2.1 inch diagonally, which is like there, that big, which is pretty big, because if you have really small wrists, this Apple Watch Ultra is going to look really big on your hand. At the same time, the Apple Watch Ultra, comparing it to other smartwatches, is more like user interface friendly, because there's like a whole bunch more apps comparing it to like the Huawei Watch GT2e. The last thing you want on a watch is that the watch screen too small. Like if you use those like Huawei bands, their screen's like so small you can barely press the button. But I think the 1.9 to 2.1 inches is kind of like a real good sweet spot for a watch size. In terms of release date, this thing is supposed to be revealed or released sometime in September, along with the Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch and an iPhone 15. Which means this thing is more likely going to be released sometime like late September, early October. And this thing's also coming with new watchOS 10, which is basically their more widget-focused operating system. Right now, I'm pretty sure Apple Watches are pretty much just like a bunch of apps like bubbled together, which I don't really like. I like the idea when we have widgets and you just scroll and you press the widgets that goes into different like apps. It's like a whole more user-friendly. It's a way easier to use them when you're walking or running. In terms of design, this thing's going to be pretty much laid out similar to the previous generation Apple Watch. They are adding a new color though, black titanium, which is like really good. I think having a black watch is good, because then it adds more aesthetic features to it. Like if you had a black base, you could add on whatever color watch band you want, because any color goes well with black. Of course, there is a downside having a black, because I have a watch that's like kind of like silvery black, and when you scratch, it's kind of like a white like scratch to it. That's the only real downside of having a black watch. But having a black titanium color is definitely really good for aesthetics. The price of the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is supposed to be around $800, which is like really expensive for a watch. Like you will not get this watch unless you're using all the features. Like I have bought a watch for €100, I don't even use half the features. For me, spending $800 on a watch would be completely pointless, because I could spend like $100 on a watch and get like pretty much the exact same use out of it. That's pretty much everything with Apple Ultra 2. There isn't really like that much big stuff. The features are pretty much the same. Watch size is bigger, new chip. That's pretty much it. And a kind of rough rumor made LED display, but I don't think that'll happen in 2025.